I'll go right away to demonstrate to you step-by-step process on how I use the grid method technique. First, we need to identify the number of blocks on each side. Once we have done that, it is the time to measure and calculate the size of each block. For example, let's take horizontal side of the picture, which is looking at this is 20 centimeters long. The horizontal grid on my device has 10 grids or 10 rows, and each grid is 2 centimeters long. This is calculated by when I get the size of one block, which I will divide 20 centimeters by 10, which gives me 2 centimeters. So I will use the 2 centimeters. Then I will start drawing the horizontal lines, the rows that are 2 centimeters apart. It is important to mark the measurements after every 2 centimeters using a ruler and a pencil. Since we are using a grid, the 2 centimeters measurement applies to the vertical sides as well. In this case, the vertical side is 30 centimeters long, which matches the 15 grid lines on. Make sure you align the left and the right, the top and the bottom marks on both the vertical and the horizontal sides. Once you have completed your square grids, it's a good idea to label each block with letters or numbers to avoid confusion. This will help you match the accuracy of your sketching and drawing. The easiest way to label your grids is to number the top horizontal lines with letters and vertical sides with numbers, or vice versa. We should also ensure that the reference picture or the drawing paper are of similar size to avoid any discrepancies. If there is a small difference, it is best to draw the same size and rely on your artistic skills to fill in the space. Please ensure that your picture fits within the designated space to avoid any unintended errors. To confirm this, kindly count the blocks on each side. Then please note that there may be instances where numbering your blocks on either vertical or horizontal sides may not match the reference. In such cases, start over using the opposite side of the grid. Now let's start redrawing our picture. First, choose a starting point. So for me, I will go for the size that is closest to the edge. So once I have selected this part, maybe you can use by the number of blocks, how you count it, if you have labeled it or not. For beginners, I'd suggest that you label it to avoid confusion. So after I have identified the starting point, which is closer to the edge or point of the paper, I will start my drawing. Then I find the intersecting points. So when referencing a picture, locate the points where the lengths of the objects intersect with the grid lines. Look for a pattern between these points and identify the line that lies between them. Copy this line into your drawing paper. Then you repeat the process for each block and make sure to use proper estimation methods for each one of them. So it is important that you verify that you are working with the correct area by frequently checking on your grid numbers. To prevent accidentally skipping a block, keep your fingers and sticks pointing to the block you are currently working on, and slide them to the next block once you have finished redrawing. So by somehow estimating the block size and whether the lines are passing through the middle or the quarter region, at least you'll have better accuracy when you try to produce the exact image that you want. Now after this, now I have my sketch fully redrawn. The sketch is here and the remaining part is just fill the blank space, the spaces with the shadings. So there is a step-by-step shading procedure to complete this drawing. Later on I will share a video that illustrates how I made this drawing from start to complete artwork, and it provides tips and techniques on how I created it using graphite pencils. If you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I post a new video. There is so much more to discover and in order to master your drawing skills. So you stay tuned and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.